begin our adventure with these four-wheeling friends. They're going to show us through this four-wheeling country. Turn those hubs in and air them down. Near Rainier, Washington, we put our wheels in at a camping and off-road vehicle designated area. Now, as Bill demonstrates the deep ruts, Richard takes the higher and faster ground to get around. Oh no, Kelly's rig gets wet and it sits right smack in its tracks. But just as Bill comes to the rescue, Kelly manages to talk his rig into starting again. Come on now, Bill. Everybody knows you're showing off that rig in those ruts. Look at it, brother. Ooh, man, look at that slick stuff. Hang in there, Dwayne. I'd hate to think where you'd be if you weren't hanging onto that bank. At this point, Dwayne's going to try to make up for lost time that those naturally slick ruts can also hang you up. Well, since we're not counting rescues, or are we? Well, anyway, here comes one for Kelly and Bill.
Notice how this country offers four-wheelers the natural mud bogs? These aren't streams. They're just year-round mud bogs, and nobody has to make them. Come on, Fred. You better keep your rig moving.
Keep smiling, Fred. We'll send the samurai to save you.
Grab it around the shackle, back through the other loop, then go looping around the motor. There you go.
Suzuki does it again. Oh, the strap. Damn, that's a good strap.
$5. 250 wind fee and 250 strap fee.
Will you take it out, sir?
Take a rubber check, huh?
Sooner or later, Dwayne, you're going to find one of them with no bottom in it. Now, these four-wheelers know that if they don't make this hill, there's not going to be any lunch.
Just power alone won't get you up these slick hills. It takes just the right kind of pedal work and, of course, a lot of steering.
Now, Dwayne's the only one that uses this technique of turning the wheels back and forth while he's got power applied. I didn't think it was going to work, but look at that. It's working.
And this looks like a good spot to get stuck. Bill's leading, and he says he can make it through. Now, these ruts may not look so deep, but boy, they are. With this mud, those ruts can swallow you right up. But of course, Bill doesn't give up easy.
lot of the guys let air out of their tires, as they call it, airing them down, but, you know, there's a limit to how much air you can let out of the tire before you have a problem, and I guess Bill found out. A little too much air out, and off comes the tire. That's all right. Got plenty of friends around. Just take a few seconds to put another tire on and keep on going. You know, it's easy to get in those ruts, but sometimes getting out can be a problem.
Where's that hammer at? I want you guys to stop.
Well,
Let's back it up a little bit, okay?
Might just have to chop an exit ramp with a hammer? Oh, well, that's what he had, so that's what he had to use. Bill's got a handicap. Earlier on, his power steering went out, so Bill's met his match. Now for the timberline and some log jumping. Beautiful morning and time to fool around on a four-wheel fun hill. So, let's kick up our heels and kick up some dust. This is what you call a four-wheeling, feeling good time, and it looks like they're having it. In country like this, it's not wise at all to go four-wheeling alone. You never know what will happen to your rig. This terrain is tough on them.
Besides playing in the woods, four-wheel clubs are active in the community. They take the special and handicapped people on outdoor activities. They have ocean beach cleanups, food bank drives, elderly voluntary help, and other community projects.
turned around and get right behind you. I got a bumper.
If you've been wondering why these drivers drop a jacket over the winch cable, it's to prevent the cable from flying back high if it should snap or break under tension.
Yeah, let's go back up by the ones you can, just if I can.
Now here's some mud holes that make your eyes bug out like a stomped-on toad frog. Here's more of Washington's famous mud bogs. And it takes skill to drive by feel, picking the right speed, angle, and steering. If you go too slow, your momentum won't be enough to keep you moving through. And if you hit it too hard, you can easily drown your engine. Different rigs handle differently. Here Dick high centers and seriously begins to hamper his visibility. Dick, if you don't get out of there, we're going to have to put a cable on you. Fred, you've got water in the carb.
Pump it a couple times.
Some of these deep mud holes are kind of tricky. If you hit them too fast, you're liable to drown the engine. If you hit them too slow, you're not going to get through.
How did that happen?
Along the Carbon River in the summer, not only is the scenery outstanding, there lies miles of open, rugged wilderness, glacier-fed rivers, snow-capped mountains, and adventures to be shared by all.
For this terrain, not only is the driving a bit tricky, but a four-wheel rig in good condition is a must.
Well, it looks like you can just reach out and grab that mountain.
With that small glimpse of Washington's vast beauty, let's say so long to our four-wheeling friends. Eventually, we all must get back to the grind, I suppose, so until next weekend, keep up that four-wheeling feeling.
Beautiful weather.
Everything was perfect.
Good mud.
Good company. Good company.
Well, thanks for having some four-wheel fun with us, and remember, this world belongs to all of us. Treat it with respect, but enjoy it.
Well, much as I hate to say it, I think we better get the heck out of here.
Hit the dusty road.
I think so.
Get back to the
grind.
grind.
Right. Space is flying, I'm hitting the road.
Life's too good out here. You gotta go home.
This is Rudy Schroeder. Until that next time, Keep that four-wheeling feeling.